Nithyanandam, everyone. This is Prasiddha. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going off on a topic which I have never talked about here on YouTube. If you've worked with me directly in an Ayurvedic consultation and holistic health consultation that I do as my career outside of YouTube, you have probably heard me talk about this or worked with me specifically on hormonal imbalances, infertility, PCOS, endometriosis, difficult periods, etc. One huge, undereducated, under-talked about, and overlooked medical issue that is plaguing over half of the population in our country especially is the topic of hormonal birth control. Hormonal birth control, especially in my generation, the millennial generation, those of us that are in late 20s and early 30s, were mass prescribed hormonal birth control, specifically the pill, when we were very young, sometimes as young as 12, 13, 14 years old. A lot of times women are suffering with their mental health, suffering with their cycles or their digestion, and they have never even thought that it might be hormonal birth control that is causing some of these issues. The pill that has literally been given them by their doctor for many, many years can often be playing a huge role in these issues. And this is something that is so important to bring to the light. Great news is Ayurveda is here to help. I offer free 15-minute calls you can book at the link down below in the description if you want to discuss what hormonal issues you might be having related to this topic, related to PCOS, endometriosis, painful periods, infertility, etc. This is one of the biggest things that I work with clients on and probably the most important to me in my heart. So I'd love to talk with you in a one-on-one call. And while birth control, hormonal birth control, and the pill clearly have benefits and causes and uses and proper reasons to use them, what I want to talk about today is the undereducation, the misinformation, and the dangers which are not spoken about regarding hormonal birth control. Doctors have mass prescribed many, many young women birth control pill specifically for difficult periods or acne. This was a very, very common thing when I was in high school, and I myself also was prescribed birth control for this reason. So why is this an issue? Hormonal birth control, specifically the pill and the combined pill, have a variety of very, very heavy negative side effects and detrimental health repercussions to the taking of it, especially at a young age, but also over longer periods of time. And for those of us that were prescribed the pill as young as our early teenage years, we end up on the pill for often decades or longer before there's any gap in taking it, especially as we become sexually active adults. So you can see how this can become a major, major health issue, and I'm going to tell you why exactly that is. Now, the information I'm going to share with you is purely for educational purposes. I am not a medical professional in this field, so please do your research. But what I really, really just want to invite you to do is to understand the risk. And again, do your own research. Open your eyes. There is so much amazing information out there right now. One book I recommend is Beyond the Pill. It is all about this topic, but there are so many studies and research is now available that you can read about the risks of hormonal birth control. As a holistic healthcare professional, I see dozens upon dozens of women month to month for these issues. And not only that, in my own personal life, in my community, I cannot tell you how many women I know that have been directly affected by this, including myself. PCOS, endometriosis, infertility, depression, anxiety, hormonal imbalances, just to name a few, are some direct side effects of hormonal birth control. These are not small issues. These are not small issues at all. So why have we not been educated on the risk of taking these things? Why have we been giving them out like candy to every woman that has a slight imbalance in their hormones? Just to cover up the symptoms, just to band-aid the symptoms of their period, their weight, their skin issues, etc. We throw pills at it. And the side effects of these pills are extreme in many cases, especially when it comes to mental health. And that's what disturbs me personally the most about it. Women on the pill are 23% more likely to be prescribed antidepressants. And teens are 80% more likely to develop depression when taking the combined pill. Not only this, but when any hormonal contraceptive is considered, meaning not just the pill, but also the ring, IUD, etc., 3 times higher risk of suicide. 3 times. This is a serious epidemic for the women of the world. And just because it has been so overlooked and because it's so common, it is just being brushed under the rug. Women are living with this every single day. They are living with severe pain. They are living with impaired mental health. They are living with changes in their hormones, their thyroid, their body image, their weight, and changes in their literal chemistry of their brain. And yet nothing is being done about it. So I'm here to just start planting the seeds for some of this information and also empowering female bodies and women to know that this is not the way you have to live. There are other options, there are other solutions, and not only that, there's ways to actually get to the root and fix the symptoms you're having, not just mask them with hormonal birth control. This is what Ayurveda literally specializes in. So many women end up finding Ayurveda because of hormonal issues related to their period, related to menopause, related to infertility, etc. And there's nothing I love more, literally nothing I love more than educating and working with clients to actually feel in their body again, in a healthy, balanced way, to not live with chronic pain, to not be put out of their life once a month because of the severity of their cycles, to be able to control if and when they want to be fertile, right? All of these things are putting the power back in our hands, in women's hands. And I feel super blessed that I have been transformed by Ayurveda myself and now get to share this with so many women. So please reach out if this speaks to you in any way, if you want to know how to start taking your health back into your hands and not have these brutal side effects and risks from hormonal birth control and contraceptives. Reach out to me at tinyurl.com/bookayurveda. The link is also in the description down below. I'm really here to hold your hand through the process to help empower you with natural, holistic ways to bring your body back into its harmony and equilibrium. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Again, this is just planting the seeds, but I would just encourage you all to do more research into the risks and benefits of all different kinds of contraceptives, and look into natural family planning or cycle tracking. I have been using this method myself for multiple years now, and it has worked very successfully for me. It has also helped me be so much more in tune and understanding of my monthly cycle and all the different phases of it that I literally had no idea or education about previously, and has made me feel better in every way. I've personally been off of the pill and hormonal birth control for multiple years now. I think about 3 or 4 years now. 4 years maybe. And it has made a radical difference in my body. I genuinely can say that I feel so much more stable mentally and emotionally, so much happier overall, and my digestion and overall health has been so much better. Highly encourage you guys again to look into these other options, to do your research, and if you'd like support in this process, reach out to me. I'm so happy to guide you in this journey with Ayurveda. Take care, everyone. Nithyanandam.